So on Friday, Gist has it that they had a session on Twitter where they discussed politics. It's called weekend politics. So they discussed politics on Twitter. Not the X that they call them now. Ameachi was on that session. Former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Ameachi, Wike's enemy, is running for president under the party ADC. He was on that session. And at a year, say it or say, if they vote him in as the president of this country, all the corruption within Nigeria, so we will they see with our two clear eyes. So he said if they make him the president, that is going to end the whole corruption in this country in 1 month. 1 month, in case you don't understand mathematics, is 30 days. Ameachi say in 1 month, he go don't end all the corruption. Now, I never see the video. If anybody get the video, I better send me. So that when I want to swear for Ameachi, I go feel the confidence on what I direct my swear for. Me not like that they lie for your head. One thing I've noticed with politicians is that they are marketers. You know when you press your phone, you go see some kind of game. You go see one woman, they take care of Pekin. They say me choose whether to adopt the Pekin or not. But when you download the game, now another thing, you go see that's what you order versus what you get. And that's how our politicians be. When they are marketing to us, nothing they know if you talk. Now when they come enter power, they will now appoint somebody as the excuse giver for promises failed. Yeah, they know they call the person name like that anyway. They don't call the office like that. Then they call them essay to the president on media. But his real work is to give excuse for everywhere when the president or the government fail. Any promise he give when he don't fail. For example, JJ Omojua and my big boss Sheilo, they are the excuse givers for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for anywhere he has failed. So now here when JJ Omojua say Tinubu can never give us constant electricity in 1 month because he can't give an excuse. Meanwhile, Tinubu open his mouth and tell us he will give us constant electricity. If Ameachi by mistake become the president, he will not appoint like 3 people. Their job is to defend him in promises he has failed to meet because he never planned to achieve them before. And even if you plan to achieve it, to end Nigeria corruption in 1 month, that means your brain get water inside. Let's be frank and sincere, nobody can solve Nigeria's problem in 4 years. In fact, nobody can solve it in 10 years. But we can get a step forward. We can progress. We can move. In fact, there's no country in the world that all their problems are solved. But we can solve the major issues in a few years. If you go to Abia State now, LSOT has solved a lot of issues in a few years. By all standards, is a successful governor. Then the next person will not continue from there. You understand? But to come and tell me you will end corruption in 1 month, how do we look to you people? Desperation just to enter power. This how many years now? When you not if you shop where so for politics so now be all this wala. All this desperation, he wants to be president by all means. Even if he's not president, let somebody from his party be president. So that he go feel maintain minister of one thing, or he go feel they collect from back door. But God will deliver us from the hand of these politicians. Want to end corruption in 4 years. I bet anybody will get in 1 month. Anybody will get that video, I bet send me. So that if he swear for him, I never swear for him. I just explain. He gets some swear within my heart when I like drop.
I don't know what political game Rotimi Ameachi is trying to play, but it seems like everybody is trying to bring up one new tactic or the other. Rotimi Ameachi said if the ADC should give him the 2027 presidential ticket, that he's going to unseat Tinubu because he knows Tinubu's weakness. He knows Tinubu's weakness. And he's going to beat Tinubu hands down. Now, it seems like the ADC would have a lot of presidential aspirants with the way things are going. I think the ADC has so many presidential aspirants, but Nigerians only has eyes for one particular person. Nigerians has eyes for only Peter Obi and nobody else. So all these ones we are just seeing new stories. If you vote for me, I will remove corruption. If you vote for me, I will make sure there is no corruption within 4 months of my administration, making one promises to another. Well, we have not gotten to 2026, so we are already seeing campaigns. We never reached 2026. All these politicians, they don dey campaign. According to Rotimi Amechi, he will make sure that anything that has to do with rigging, he's going to abolish it. That he's going to stop rigging. Omo, this rigging of a thing is something that would be abolished by the grace of God and by a leader who is competent enough. And we believe that Peter Obi would put adequate mechanisms in place to ensure that rigging doesn't continue after his tenure. I know it's something Peter Obi would do. Peter Obi is going to ensure electoral reform because rigging has been in inception since we started doing elections in Nigeria in the 1960s. When they conducted the first election, rigging have been in place. So rigging is a part of our electoral system, which is not supposed to be. Just like corruption and Nigeria, corruption has been in inception since the 1990s. Corruption has been in inception. That is the same rigging has been for long. But I believe as time goes on, a good leader would put good mechanisms to stop any form of rigging and to ensure that those that engages in rigging will be severely punished. Because Nigeria is a criminal enterprise that, thrives on corruption, thrives on injustice, thrives on anything, any negative vices. Nigeria thrives on it, which is so terrible. That is why we want a leader, not one that will make, some certain promises today, and then when they get into power, they will do something else. But I think Rotimi Amechi should focus on Rivers State first. This one that he's saying he will defeat Tinubu. Has Rotimi Amechi defeated Wike in Rivers? Rotimi Amechi needs to start on Rivers first. Let him defeat Wike. Let him handle Wike. Because Wike is also there in Rivers State too. And we know that Rotimi Amechi, now he's in ADC. He is now the leader of ADC in Rivers State. And Wike is also a political leader in Rivers State. And Wike would not want Rotimi Amechi to come and counter his leadership in Rivers. So everybody has, their own battles to fight. So Rotimi Amechi should focus on Nyesom Wike. After all, they were the ones that brought us in this mess in the first place. They supported Buhari, and now they are coming back to... Well, it is good that they've now realized their mistakes. It is good that they've now realized their mistakes and all eyes are now open. But then again, they easy to collect presidential tickets, so not be by cho. So guys, what are your thoughts on this?